Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we actually have some pretty big features that were just discussed for multiplayer that we saw in this. Obviously, this is the the Call of Duty Direct, where we saw like the first initial gameplay, but we're getting more intel on exactly what we're seeing in this clip that is repeating over and over and over. This is something we will see in multiplayer and in campaign, but in multiplayer specifically, what you are seeing is somebody taking an enemy body and using it as a shield, as a meat shield in combat. This is something you will actively be able to do in multiplayer. And my initial thought on this, like just in general, it seems like it could be super annoying. Like if someone's running around, obviously they're just like constantly grabbing bodies. Obviously, I can't ADS fully, but it looks like he wants to. Like I don't know. Obviously there's a lot of recoil there, but maybe it's just like you can only hip fire when you do that. Regardless, it seems like something that could be abused. Just saying, like seeing something like this implemented in Warzone might be crazy. But also, with all of that being said, there's no chance in telling if this is something like you'll need a perk for. You know, like maybe you need like a specific perk to be able to do this. I'm not sure. It's still a pretty cool feature nonetheless. We've never seen anything like that in Call of Duty, so I think that's pretty exciting. But again, I mean, if you just look at where his impacts are hitting in this video, all throughout, I mean, not even remotely on target, they're just kind of all over the place. Maybe it is just a hipfire feature and it's something we shouldn't have to worry about. The other thing I saw was this right here, and this is actually kind of crazy. So this is Black Ops 6. These are settings. These are obviously going to be gameplay settings for controller players in particular. Obviously you don't see anything too special. Like when you look over, obviously you see slides and dives, stuff like that. The key here is going to be right here on the side, okay? It says, choose how sprint assist behaves. So obviously we learned for this multiplayer, we are getting like a AI assist. It's going to have like an automatic slide, an automatic sprint, mantle, jump, crouch, whatever, you name it. It's so you can flow through the maps fluently and effortlessly if you are more of a casual gamer and you still want to have that feeling of like you can move through and not have to try so hard. Which I think is awesome. But one thing they're adding that I think could be super beneficial to like very particular players, like me personally, I will not want assisted, sliding and stuff like that. I just want to be able to fly through and do my own thing, be able to control my character. Obviously, I use auto tac sprint. I've covered this 100 times on the channel, I feel like, in every controller setting video, why I use it. The whole reasons behind that, and that is coming back. We obviously will have the automatic tac sprint, but the big thing coming with the auto tac sprint, if you look right here, it says on sprint assist, sprint is activated manually with the sprint button. Full movement input will activate sprint after the sprint assist delay time. That is so massive. So you are going to be able to set a delay to your auto tac sprint. So when your stick moves forwards, it's not instantaneous. If you don't want it to be instantaneous, you might run for half of a second, maybe so you can inch closer to the edge of a building, or so you don't have to strafe, because you got to remember in this game we can sprint in all directions. Before, with auto tac sprint, you could always sprint forwards, but if you kind of wanted to like inch over, you would just move left or right. You wouldn't run forwards, because if you ran forwards, obviously you'd run off the building. Well, now that we can sprint in every single direction, it looks like they thought about this ahead, and it's covered because of sprint assist delay time. Super cool. I think it's super intuitive that they're doing stuff like this. I'm glad to see that they're thinking about everything like ahead of time. But anyways, gang, that's all I got for you. Listen, if you're new to the channel and enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button. Press that like button. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for another heater. Let's get it, gang.